All right, we are pulling in Hogwaller Campground and ATV Resort. Look at me being like all the other YouTubers, making a video coming through the front gate. I'm learning. Wow, it is dead out here. That's what I'm talking about. I like coming here and having the whole place to myself. Hey! I got it! I got it this time! I got it! Can-Am's towing the Honda. Got it! Time for its third top end. It's low in compression. All right, we are heading into the 1,000 Acre Wood. Trail conditions are honestly pretty prime right now. No one's ever hit this. That is soupy. This is some soupy stuff. Gotta fix that fender at one point. The top of it popped out. I think I can get the snap back in. Let's see what Brian's got. I kind of cleaned it out for him. But he's got a little bit of a lift on the rear, and he's got skinnier wheels in the rear. It's getting mixed up. It was thicker. I think there's a stump in the center. He got hung up the same spot I did.
There's something in there.
Yeah. I was trying to ride the edge that last time. It didn't work. Y'all, look how clean the cool pull is. I've never seen it this clean because no one's here. Oh, it feels good. This looks really familiar. What is this off of? I recognize. Okay, yep. Pioneer 500 engine cover. That goes right between the seats.
Selling it on eBay.
Someone hydrolocked their Pioneer and they ripped this out to get that joker running again to get the spark plug out or something. So we're heading back to change the axle on that 700. And I figured we might as well go back a nicer trail way, stay in the shade a little more. This trail comes out on the other side of the campground. So this thing trail rides so good. I've been in four-wheel drive through all of that, and I'm just cruising through these trees. Steering's very well balanced, suspension's great. Having a light tire and wheel setup makes a huge difference. I think I like how it steers better on the 5-inch wheels. It's just effortless to kind of flow with the trail. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
We already blew an axle on that 700. We'll change it real quick. Get back out there. Yeah. We got the Teraches for it. It's got the stockies on it.
Alright.
Pow! We found some good mud, dude. They dumped some clay right in RPM Alley.
Yeah.
It's super nasty. All right, so we're back at the truck. Brian is doing a quick axle change. A few things to point out here. He has XMR 850 tie rods and tie rod ends on his 700 with these S3 arms. These are my old S3 arms. And they work good. You just had to adjust it basically all the way in. So we're putting in, getting rid of the toothpick, putting in some girth. This is a 1000 series size cages on the 700, so it's going to be quite the upgrade. This one, outer cage failed through the balls everywhere, the usual. To get the axle out, we pried right here. That old trick I always do, pry on one side, smack with a hammer on the other side. That's what we're hitting with the hammers. We tore the CV boot, but don't matter because this thing's trash anyway. Ah! G3. Dude, you hit my waves! It skims way better with the bigger gear reduction. I'm hitting the water at 7,000 before it's hitting at 7,500. Some Outlaw 2s. Making good time so far. Those brute forces are really light. That's the best thing about them. He's grabbing the diff lock. So far, so good. Oh yeah, he's floating good. The locker's kind of engaging, and then it disengages. Oh, buddy, what did you find? Look how green that shit is. Ugh. Big old truck ride. I hate these Can-Am plastics.
Don't worry about the plastic.
Huh?
Don't worry about the plastics, just go. Look at that box. It's just digging into the side.
Hey man, they put that on the car. They can't be all pretty.
Yeah!
I told her that was a Honda hole right here.
Oh yeah. We got a brute force here doing a two-wheel drive skim. Look how wide that 700 is. I think Brian skimmed as far as the brute force did with one cylinder. Yeah, bigger gear reduction is definitely better.
Hey, Jeff, lock it.
I know what's wrong with it.
You don't turn it too sharp. Now try it.
Lock it, why not?
Get that weight forward. Oh! What's up with that?
What?
All right, I've got the professional right here on the Terache machine. Now to stay on lean. Oh! I know. I'm like, it feels different. It's in work mode. So he's trying to work it out. It ain't going nowhere. That's the exact same spot I buried it.
I think I can get it if I don't let out of it.
Yeah. Oh! 1, 2, 3. Hey, at least we hit digs around here. Yeah! Brian, that's where we all got stuck. What are you thinking? That's where we all got stuck earlier. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so the razor brake caliper locked up, so we removed that, so now it's got brakes on 3 wheels, and we're going again. Oh! It don't want.
I will say these bikes are sealed up pretty good.
I wish the exhaust snorkel was higher. Well, we just really did a number on my clutches and my belt. Totally full of milk. And it wasn't just like...
Mother clutchers.
Mother clutchers, yeah. It wasn't like water came out. It was like a mixture of rubber and clay and slippery mud and...
Sticks.
The whole boot's like twisted now.
He's into the nasty shit now.
You're not to drive yet, you shall be.
But it's gonna be the wrong two wheels you need going. It's gonna be the front. Put the window back. Just roll out of here.
All right, guys, see if you can tell what's going on wrong with this Rubicon up here. It's got a situation. Here we go, round two. All right, we're learning a lot of things about Can-Am today. So we got 3 Gen 3s here. This is like an early VIN number Gen 3 850. This is a 1000. Look what he's got in this thing. He's got a tire gauge, which is obviously totally useless at this point, but clutch tool, and that's like a wrench thing, like a multi-tool, but he doesn't have any tools under there like I have, which is weird. And then Brian's got no tools whatsoever because a peasant-ass 700, but he does have a guy doing a water relay Easter egg, which is hilarious. Oh, that is fun. Scary, but fun. Just giving her a bath. I should really dunk the snorkel again in clean water to flush the clutches out, but this water, it's mostly clean. All right, we are leaving the lovely Hogwaller. Great day of riding. Trail conditions were really good. Finally got some rain here. Wasn't super dusty. Plenty of mud to play in. We all got stuck at least once. There's a new mud hole in the center of RPM Alley that is just absolute nasty, sticky sand, grit, clay stuff. A lot of fun, a really good time.